Today I want to show you a very important message. And the video I'm about to show you, in the video, you are going to learn about how millionaires think, how millionaires handle their money, how millionaires take their time to become a millionaire. So take your time and watch the video and learn. Thank you for watching.
Billionaires and the most successful people, they think in decades, not in days. Let's hear it from a Miami banker who owns the largest bank in all of Miami.
Question for you, sir. Is this your Rolls Royce?
Yes.
And what do you do for living out of Miami, Florida to be able to afford a Rolls Royce?
Investment banking,
Investment banking.
Real estate.
How long have you been in finance for?
35 years.
Have you ever met a billionaire before?
I know a lot of billionaires.
What's that?
I know a lot of billionaires.
You know a lot of billionaires.
That's my job.
Are you a billionaire?
Well, you can say that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You-
make you feel good, right?
You're a billionaire.
Well, you can say that.
Yeah, that's incredible. How can somebody become a billionaire like you?
I'll
What?
tell you.
Tell them.
7 days, 14 hours a day, 35 years. Master of one.
35 years. But I don't want to just leave it at that. How about Dean Graziosi? Let's hear what he has to say about making quick money.
What was the most amount of money that you ever made in a single year?
I won't share that, but my brands have done over $1 billion.
Your brands have done over $1 billion.
Yeah. So a lot of people watch this video, right? If you can comment below, I would love for any of you, to write down how you got rich for hardly doing anything, you got rich fast. I bet you won't find one comment. No one gets rich overnight. Do some people get lucky? Is there somebody who bought crypto at $1,000, didn't even know, and now it's, of course. And that's 1/10 of 1%. When you see, and you know, because you're interviewing successful people, you know, when you get behind the scenes, they put in the time, they failed miserably, they questioned themselves, family thought they were nuts, their friends thought they were crazy, they had to sacrifice certain things. That's how you get to that next level.
Just like he said, nobody gets rich overnight. This is a long game. You got to think in 10, 20, 30, 40 years. All these people, Jeff Bezos was running Amazon. He didn't step down as the CEO until like 20 or 30 years after he was running the company. Let's pull up Eric Spofford, who sold a business for over $115 million. Listen to what he has to say about patience and delayed gratification.
What has been the most amount of money that you've ever made in a single year?
I cracked over $100 million in 1 year. 2021. Hell yeah. Let me give you another little golden nugget. This is where most of you guys fuck up. You guys think it happens fast and then you don't look at the long term. You need to have macro patience and micro urgency. What you guys have is micro patience and macro urgency. And what I mean by that is you need to know that this is going to take a long time. People look at my life and they don't see the 17 fucking years that happened before I was out here in Miami living this life. And so they miscalibrate on how long it's going to take. They think it's going to happen faster than it is. You need to commit to this for a long period of time. That's macro patience. And then have micro urgency. Every single fucking day, you give it absolutely everything that you have to give.
Let's fucking go, Eric. Come on, bro.
Hear that again. Macro patience and micro urgency. You need to understand that this is going to take a long time to get to where you want to be. But that doesn't take away from the fact that in the short term, you need to be relentless about your pursuit to becoming successful. Because if you're not, then somebody is going to come up within your space and it's going to overtake you. Pour gas down their throats. No matter what business you're in, you need to be relentless in the short term, but have the mindset that it is going to take a long time. This is a long game. Business is not an overnight thing. But if you can apply that and have that principle and understand the importance of taking action in the short term, then it will all work out. And one more advice that I really want to add on here that I think is very important, that isn't talked about enough, is from a gentleman out in Scottsdale I interviewed named Brian North. Roll it.
At your real estate brokerage, what's the most amount of money that you guys have sold in revenue in 1 year?
1.4 billion.
$1.4 billion.
Build a good reputation. My dad always says it takes 20 years to build a good reputation and 5 minutes to kill it.
It takes a long time, years, 5, 10, 20 years to build a solid reputation with people and only 5 minutes to kill it. So again, the fifth greatest lesson that I've learned is the importance of that patience and understanding to not think in days, but decades.